Hi, and welcome. I've just thought I'd show you one of my scenarios. I've done a few scenarios on the Creator Content Club, but one of the ones I've really worked hard on is the having some GTR services on the Brighton Main Line. 'Cause I'm really surprised that DTG haven't released like an alternative timetable which features the GTR services and just reduce some of the southern stuff out of Victoria because you'd only predominantly drive between East Croydon and Brighton anyway. But however, so I've got this upload to create content. It's the GTR 700 East Croydon to Three Bridges via Red Hill. Let's suppose so, but it won't fit all in. Relatively easy stuff. So I'll go to it now in my own uh, ecosystem. Where are we? Brighton, Thunder Commuter. So I've got a few there, but the one I want is Thameslink Down because it's a down train. So what I've got here, it's Drive Class 700 from East Croydon platform 6 to Three Bridges platform 1. Let's play. Um, I decided to do this because when I heard the 700 was coming out, I was quite excited, but then I was a little bit disappointed to realise that it hadn't been added in as a layer on the Brighton Mainland. I understand it's a heavy duty route anyway. So let's get there. We spawn into, so if you download the scenario or subscribe to the scenario, you'll spawn into East Croydon with a GTR, an 8 car GTR 700. You can only get 8 cars at the moment. They do run in 12s as well. They do run services to Three Bridges that do terminate, but they also run through to places like Horsham as well. I have used a real timetable as a base. I've tried to do it a bit with the AI trains, but for realism, for just purely so we can see them, I probably tweak the time slightly so that we see more AI. Because what I was finding was missing quite a lot of it. So we'll get started. Now, first of all, I'll drive with all the safety systems on, so I'm going to quickly sort all that out. I also drive with a keyboard, which you can use to turn on some of your systems. So there we go. So DSD, Vigilance, AWS, all on. Take the driver's seat and let's go. Unlock my doors. Turn the lamps on. Start AWS warning. The only other thing with the scenario, I don't know if you noticed, is how slow it takes to load customers up. Whether it's on the actual timetable services, it can be quite a lot quicker. The other disappointing thing about this is that I've got this set up on a double pathing. So basically, it paths East Croydon to Gatwick, or is it Red Hill? Can't remember. Then I path, yeah, I think what Red Hill. Then I path Red Hill to Three Bridges, so it's a double path. The only other problem is I can only go off this platform, which means I have to go along the slow lines all the way to West Croydon, which is really annoying because you've got the 20 mile an hour speed. Whereas in what they actually do, you go off the other platform and go along the slow line. Right, next stop, Colston South. Let's get gone. And I hide the hub, so I'm going to hide it. I do like the 700 both through third rail and on the overheads. I do free roam a lot with the 700 on the overhead line routes that I've got. I just find it nice and quick and easy to drive. Oh, try and zoom in a little bit so I can see a bit better. I like the fact I can see the power on the left hand side in the TMS screen there. So this is a semi-fast, so let me just show you. It stops at Coulsdon, South, Merstham, Red Hill, Gatwick, and then Three Bridges, platform 1. So that's awesome. But you go along the slow line all the way down to stand sail on, which is a common thing when you're going via Red Hill. You stay on the slow lines. You can cross over from the fastest lanes, but there's nowhere pathing that. And to be fair, they don't do that anyway. Okay, 50, let's just ease off there. Yeah, annoyingly, because you end up coming this way, you don't cross over here. You have to traverse the 20. So what would normally happen is in real life you go over onto the slow line there, so you're going 40. Unfortunately, you can't path that on TSWC. You've got to do this 20 mile an hour instead, which is just slightly annoying. But hey ho, maybe a scenario penalty might bring us better pathing in the future. Of course, if you do a free roam, you can puff yourself to do that because you can go free roam where you want to go, and then you can add go via, and it will take you via that route. So you can actually puff that on a free roam, but you can't do on the scenario planner. So I have tried to put a lot of AI in. As you can see already, we've had a Thameslink arrive, had a 377 arrive coming through. There is 20 services. You can only fit 20 services on, which is a bit of a shame. But there is 20 services in this game, in this scenario. So you should see a lot of trains. I tried my best to try and spread them out a little bit. It is a fine art. Getting this train done is fine. The finer art is having other trains running, getting them where you'll see them or experience them, and also make sure they don't clash with you. There we go. Power up to 60 now as we come along the slope, the down slope, or the down. Is it the down Red Hill? So yeah, first stop Coulson South. Fast approaching Hurley Oaks. $700 is a nice train, and it's good on the South East, but I just find it boring in the South East, and it's just so repetitive. But I suppose a lot of the routes are like that, though, aren't they? I guess with the repeated timetables. I do like the Brighton Main Line. This is the commuter. I do like driving on this route. I should try and do it in different weathers, but I'm such a stickler for doing it in clear weather and driving in what I call the perfect weather. But from time to time, I do try and play with some ice and some snow, rain, just to try and change the driving style slightly. Remember as well, you can change the weather on this. I think you can set the weather now when you set these scenarios up, if my memory serves. But I did this prior to the upgrade to Scenario Planner, so it's going to come with the clear weather. Just slightly going over 60 there. Just put that there. Oh. Want to put a freight train in there, inside into Burley? Why not? Can't remember if I put one in Crawley as well. Just try and fill it up a bit. I have got an up train as well. I've got a Brighton to East Croydon GTR service available as well. The only bugger with that is that those GTR services virtually stop all stations, but unfortunately on Scenario Plan you can't get them to stop all stations. And I've tried a few different paths. You can't get anything to stop Balkan, which is so annoying. So what I have done is I've stopped there at a course, so to speak, just to kind of make it more realistic. Speeding up to the 80. I mean, even the slows are quite rapid, so it's not like it's a massive difference to the fast. But obviously, you've got to come on the slows or the red hills. You keep saying slows, it's the red hills, isn't it? I think they are the slows, red hills, because you go via red hill. Although there is an opportunity to cross back over here onto the quarry lines, as they're called, which is the red hill avoiders. Obviously, I'm not doing that. Fast approaching Colton South. The braking is so good on the Thameslink, the GTR, that let's have a look. Start probably braking about. I'll ease the power off here, and then start giving it some brake. Probably about 60%. It brings you down to a lovely steady. Get out, and you go right to the end of the platform with the 8-car GTR 700. Get out of more than enough. I probably could have left it a bit longer, or got a bit closer and slammed the brakes on a bit sooner. I think this is where, if you've got a tight timetable, you would be really late braking quite hard. Bearing in mind, you've got to think about the passenger comfort. Maybe not so much on a simulator, but it's something to consider. Lovely Nice steady. Right, it's a shame the screens don't advertise the train. They did it. Well, I think it did it. Probably. There we go. Virtually at the stop there, so we'll let that one off. And then wait. What is it? For what? Nearly a minute, I suppose, for the unnecessary loading and unloading of customers, and so I'll fortunately got to do that. So Coulston South first stop, next stop's Mertzdam, then it's Redhill, and then it's Gatwick. So it's not, it's what, probably about 40 odd minutes in all. But I would recommend definitely having a look at it. You just got to make sure you've got the GTR 700 in your collection, obviously the bottom main line. A few other trains might need to be added in as well, but I don't think there's that many. I think a lot of them are available on those routes anyway. So I've tried to make sure that I've not overcomplicated it too much with too many trains that you would necessarily find through. So I think it's basically as long as you've got Brighton Main on South Eastern, it should be okay. And the 700, obviously, should be okay. Okay, full power as we leave Coulston South on this nice sunny March day, so to speak. Like I said, I've tried to really work the AI out quite well. We've seen a few trains already. What we've seen, four now, maybe. Obviously, they'll probably. I'll make the excuse of it's a Sunday. Because obviously in a week and a Saturday, there's another train there. Look, probably see one or two extra trains, but you can only do what you can do with what you've got. You know, sage a little bit on natural day. I don't think you. I don't know. Would you hear it that loud? Don't know. I also use, I'm a PS5 user and I've got a DualSense Edge wireless controller. I don't know if anyone's seen me talk about it before. DualSense Edge wireless controller is it's an expensive piece of kit, but it's also very good. It's got a lot more customization. You can use, you've got two extra buttons, two extra magnetic buttons you can put on the back that you can macro. You can have up to 3 profiles saved, which I do for each top, for various types of trains. And you can also adjust. You can adjust the sensitivity of the sticks. You can adjust the sensitivity and the range of the triggers, which is really useful for getting that precise movement on your controllers, on your power brake controllers or your handles. I really enjoy it, and I can swap between. I have a loco profile, a power brake controller progress for a lot of trains like this, and I have a DMU uh, specifically for driving the DMUs because they are such a complication with the gears, and I love it. So much easier, so much more because I try and make it more logical as well. I don't like the default settings. I don't find them very logical, but that's me. The Central Merstham Tunnel, and we are stopping at Merstham. This station can catch me out a little bit from time to time. Not so bad with the 700, but it has caught me out a few times with the 377, which hasn't got quite as good a braking. So I am going to try and stop properly on it. Should also get reduced aspect because you get for the approach onto Redhill, so the track approach, the train approach. Release power off. First step of braking. Start with some braking now in. Not quite full, I reckon about 80-90% there. See the platform look, so I think I will put it full. This is going to be a tight one. Let's have a look what we've got in the platform at 42 miles an hour. Am I going to stop? Am I going to stop? I think I am. I think I am, kids. I think I'm going to stop short if I don't pull the power off. Well, there you go, look. It just shows you how good this train is at braking on a dry rail. I know I've stopped at the 9 cardboard. I could have stopped at the 8 cardboard, but it tells me to stop here, so... Oh, there's a Diverti 375. Might I'll have that in the mix. So again, yes, you'd need southeast for that train to appear. So yeah, the flashing double yellows is telling me that the route is set into the platform 3 at Red Hill. Obviously, that is designed to slow you down so that for the 30 into the platform, if you were not stopping, of course. I mean, you still can power up. I mean, I'll still get a pretty good whack of power. I think I'll get to about nearly 70 if I really put my foot down. But it is 30 into the platform at Red Hill. Let's get the door shut. Oh, there's a platform 2 there. Yeah, so next stop's Red Hill, and then we're express. We go via the slow lines, or the Red Hill lines, but we are Railway Gatwick. Now, I noticed earlier that I can't remember. Did I ever reduce that? No, I had a green, didn't I? Beautiful vigilance and the aspect. Aggressive management. Right, seize that off. The next signal technically is a track approach signal, but it should clear because the flashing indicates the route set. So I'm just going to slow down a bit in case the rest decides to kick in because it can. Shouldn't be doing too bad. There's the dolly to say the route's been set into platform 3. Broke it's a bit too early, really, a bit cautious. But you just never know. These TPDS grids can really grab, really. So the routes come off. Single yellow. Steady Eddie. Yeah, probably could approach us a little bit quicker, but hey, I'm all for making sure I don't get stopped. Yeah. 30 mile an hour into the platform. Which right, so I've got to be careful here. Yeah. GTR 700 coming in. So plenty of traffic, boys and girls. I told you I was trying to keep as much traffic as I can in. Not bad. 17 minutes in. So yeah, after the here, next stop now is Gatwick, and then it's Three Bridges. Hope you're enjoying this so far. Hope this is tempting you to go and subscribe to it. It is there available. If you just search for it, GTR 700, it should come up. Mind you, I'm shutting the doors. Hang on. There we go. Right, then, 30 for 25 over the crossing. Let's go. Oh, speed up, right, so stay on the radial lines now for next stop Gatwick. Should have a nice flash. It is, but the speed is 90 anyway, so it's the same fast as the Brighton lines. It's 30 mile an hour. So, I know it's called the radial or the Portsmouth lines. I can't remember. There's somewhere on the lines, there's some lines called Portsmouth lines. I think that's traditional. So we had to get a bit of a thrash on now. Or same as that Ellswood. I know the names. I just get them all confused. Salford is there oh, Ellswood is there? Salford's Horsham. Oh yes, the Great Western 165. But I think a lot of people got that anyway. 166, sorry. I think a lot of people got that anyway. Now originally I did have us following a stopper along there, so you got to check down. But I got rid of it because it was clashing at Three Bridges. So I had to get rid of it. And actually, in a way, I'm kind of glad because it means now we get to have this little run, which is obviously quite exciting. Still keeping the AI going, look, boys and girls. See, told you, plenty of AI. Didn't want to disappoint you. Maybe I have. Still got some checking me down. But that's good. Oh, stepped up. Not going to open for it. There's no point because I'm obviously on first signals. I know that. Slow down? What I don't know actually. Let me power up again. I've got some of Gatwick, but I think it's mainline platform, free platform, so it's 90 mile an hour anyway. Not that I'm going to do 90. I don't necessarily have to slow down either. Can't bring together up. French caution. I mean, I could have had to stop at this station. I don't think I had the option though. Can't remember. Actually, that way. Some brake on. For the stop. Always found it a bit more interesting coming along the Red Hill lines anyway. Oh no, I didn't stop at those stations because the timetable that I was copying didn't stop there. Sorry, yeah, because I've copied a timetable. I think I've copied a Peterborough Horsham, actually. I think the three bridge terminators do stop, but the Horshams don't. They can't stop. Oh, oh, lovely. Perfect. Right, so my original path was, I think, East Croydon to Gatwick, and then I think what was it? No, it was Red Hill. Then I added a path Red Hill to Three Bridges. So I did the double path thing that you can do on the scenario planner. Yeah, like I say, originally I had us checking down. Is that on his phone? In fact, I just checked down following another train, but it caused me problems at Three Bridges, so I had to sack it off. Let's go. Yeah, that would overtake me normally on the what I had on the other setting I had. We don't get many services along this route, which is why I'm also glad I did this because I don't know if you've noticed, but there's not many that run along this line in the actual timetable on the BML. So another reason why I was keen to do this was to yeah to have a service that ran along these lines a bit more. If that makes sense. So in the original one that I did, where I had a bit of a problem at Three Bridges, there was a 377 that would overtake me and go in front of me into the other platform at Three Bridges, but I ended up standing there in front of red because I had nowhere to go. Start slowing down for the crossover to Three Bridges. I think it's 20. 20? Yeah, that's the warning for it. That's warning for the 60. Oh, the warning for the 60 again. But then I'm going 20 anyway. Slow down a bit. Yeah, I've got the route right over. Let's do that. Thought it was further along. Yeah, believe it or not, I've not actually done this bit. It's the first time it's actually worked. Because, like I say, last time I was checked outside. So I thought, right, I've removed that train. So now I should be able to go straight in. And I can. I'm going to one, in which is where they normally terminate. Mm. go. Right. More AI, see? AI right to the end. I think just go right to the end of the platform, don't you? There we go. Done. We are done off. Arrived into Three Bridges. Here we are. Ooh. And that's all done. So thanks for joining me. Like I say, if you're interested, what, half an hour? We know that we can speed through. So if you're interested, please download it and have a look and let me know how you feel. Thanks for watching. Take care.